Isn't that just marvellous? Absolutely lovely. Oh, just call me admiring the Mechanoid figure. Lovely figure, is it not? Look at that. Big ball of greatness. Well, hello. So, 2020 obviously has passed, and we are in the glorious new, whatever 2021 is. We don't know. It's currently just more 2020 at this point. But I'm still going over 2020. It was obviously a bad year, but we had some great things. And obviously, figures. We got loads of them. So many figures. And there's just so much to cover. So within this video, I'm going to be looking back at the year of figures that we've got in the different waves and the different figures that we've got. And yeah, just going through them, pick out some of my personal favourites along the way, and probably going to do a top 5 at the end of this video. So hopefully you enjoy. Just sit back, relax, and get your nostalgia on. Fuck yeah, look at that. If you don't, I'm going to send my boy after you. Yeah, trust, look at that flame. He knows how to fuck shit up. So of course we have the close look at the first wave that we got in March. We obviously have the lovely TARDIS that was seen in the Ghost Monument. We have Graham, the Reconnaissance Dalek. We have Jodie from Arachnids in the UK with her lovely bum bag and red top. And we have the Jadoon Captain. Personally, I really like this wave. I think the detailing on the TARDIS is really nice. I think they've got the likeness for Graham really well. I really see Bradley Walsh in there. The Reconnaissance Dalek is one of the best figures in general. Like obviously the articulation at the body, at the head, it obviously goes up, and obviously the lovely little Dalek mutant that comes with it. And lovely little accessory. We have a lovely Jodie here. Personally prefer the other Jodie figure to this one that we got. But yeah, still like it. And we have the lovely Jadoon Captain for the extra detailing with the new sculpts and tools, and obviously the mohawk and the lovely eye. Lovely wave. Personally, my personal favourite is the Dalek or the Jadoon Captain. Very good wave indeed. Also in March, we had the repaint and resculpt wave of the previous wave that we had. So obviously we'll start with the new. We had the brand new TARDIS that we had for the Monster of Peladon with this lovely John Pertwee in his green, dark green jacket. The detailing on the sculpt is very nice. Probably one of the best looking Pertwees we've ever had, and the nice new TARDIS prop looks much better than the 2018 one that we got, which was a bit mad. It was a bit mad. It just looked a bit very plastic, whereas this one looks more like a TARDIS prop. We had the repaints of the Dalek sets, of course, with Sylve, John Hurt, and Paul McGann. I don't have the Paul McGann one, unfortunately, but I do have these two. The repaints are much better. I love the Sylve, nice deal that we got a version with him with the hat. I love the colouring. The max of the dark red and the brown jacket is lovely. The repaints on the Daleks are really nice as well. I feel like they've cleaned them up very nicely, and they look more warlike and more like actual Daleks. And then we have the lovely John Hurt. The paint apps are really well done. Obviously, it looks like John Hurt, and I do like the red that we have in the figure itself. So yeah, it was a very good wave. It was nice to have two sets of figures. Two figure waves in March. It just made the variety much nicer to have, and obviously, yeah, didn't get the Paul McGann one. I like the bright blueness of the Dalek Interrogator Prime, but I really wasn't a fan of the Paul McGann for some reason. Just wasn't really for me. Nice wave to go alongside the standard figures that we got in normal shops. And then after that, we got the full summer wave of figure. We got the full B&M summer wave of figures, which included the two History of the Dalek sets from The Dead Planet and Dalek Invasion of Earth. We had the War Games TARDIS back there. We had the 1970s unit set from the Claws of Axos with Mike Yates and Sergeant Benton. We had the Companions of the Fourth Doctor with both Romanas and Sarah Jane from Genesis of the Daleks. No, sorry, Revenge of the Cybermen. And we had Friends and Foes of the 13th Doctor, which came with Ryan, Yaz and a Jadoon, which obviously, along with the Graham, made up the full fam lineup. So there's the entire wave as a whole. Very happy with this wave. I really like this wave. This wave gave a lot of collectors things that they've been wanting for ages. So obviously we've got the lovely Unit, because everyone loves Unit. We love Mike Yates, we love Benton, so it was nice to have both of those guys in the collection. They came with these nice accessories, which was very nice to have, which you probably wouldn't expect to see with B&M figures in previous waves, but it was really nice to see. Then we obviously had the Companions of the Fourth Doctor with a classic Sarah Jane finally, and then 2 versions of Romana, which I never thought we'd ever see. Lovely War Games Dr. TARDIS back there, which is nice to have a second Dr. TARDIS, which is probably one of my favourite figures in the wave, if not my favourite. Then we had the Found set, which obviously Yaz and Ryan look amazing, and yeah, very nice to see this doing with a new, obviously a re-release, but it's nice to see this new moulded gun. But yeah, this is a really nice wave, and I really like it. And the Daleks, obviously, I'll get a closer look in a minute, but they're much more shinier, they're much nicer, much more metallic, and then the eye stalks there to help variate between the releases and give a little bit more depth, which I must give Character Optim's praise for. Here's a closer look at the Daleks. Very nice. Very nice, much more shiny and metallic. So these are the Dead Planet Daleks. Obviously, also got the nice detailing on the back there to number them as well. Very nice. And then we have the Dalek Invasion of Earth set, which is very nice. Very nice to actually own a standard drone Dalek from that story. And then, yeah, another Supreme Dalek. Could never go too wrong. Lovely figures. And definitely my favourite in the wave is the War Games TARDIS, because I love the black and white look that they've managed to capture within the TARDIS. Beautiful wave. Beautiful set. Beautiful wave. But yeah, this was a really nice wave as a whole. Must say the second Doctor's TARDIS is probably my favourite, followed by Companions of the Fourth Doctor. Must say, really like that set. But yeah, really nice to have these figures. Very nice wave indeed. B&M really do excel themselves, don't they? They really do. And September we had the beautiful Jungles of Mechanist 2-pack, which is a fantastic set. Just look at these glorious Daleks. It's so nice to have. It's so nice to have the movie Daleks. Of course, they were in the chase reused, so that's how they've got around releasing these. But aren't they beautiful? It's really nice to just see these Daleks. They really do look like the movie Daleks from the first one. It's just, I love the colouring. The colouring is beautiful, from the lovely turquoise base with the blue, with the much darker purpley blue hemispheres, and the nice, just the dome lights, just everything about these figures is just beautiful. Definitely in my top 5 favourite figures of this year. They're just fantastic, and I don't really need to go into much about them. They look amazing, and if you got these, you're definitely lucky, because they are beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm going to say the only thing, it was nice to be able to get a figure set which was a character like exclusive pre-order, which was very nice, because obviously getting B&M sets, it can be a pain in the arse. Can be a right pain in the arse, can't it? Lovely set, lovely figure set. B&M then coming forward with their lovely repaint wave, which is this was the autumn release wave of figures, with some retooling and repaints of some figures, and also us getting some new figures in here as well. So obviously we had the History of the Daleks sets from the Chase and the Daleks Master Plan. Obviously the Chase Guard Dalek and the Supreme Dalek from both of those stories were both highly sought after figures, so it was very nice to have them. Lovely re-release of the Flamethrower Dalek, which was always going to be a welcome addition, and a standard drone back there. We'll obviously get a closer look at them in a sec. We had the Visitation TARDIS, which was pretty much the Castrobalba TARDIS re-released. The Case of Androzani TARDIS re-released, but with a cleaned up bottom, which is very nice, and to have the tweaked 5th Doctor with hat, which is very nice. Companions of the 3rd and 4th Doctor, so we had the Monster of Peladon, Sarah, Romana from Rybos, and I think it's Pirate Planet actually, and then the Horns of Nimon Romana, all very nice variants with a tweak to Romana's one's head. History of Units set part 2 with the Terror of the Zygon set with Warrant Officer, Benton, Standard Soldier, which was just Mike Gates with a moustache, and the lovely Tom Baker from Terror of the Zygons as well with his lovely beret and a different scarf. And then we had the Friends of the 13th Doctor, which were all repaints of the fam themselves. I have Graham from Can You Hear Me, Ryan from The Ghost Monument, and Yaz from Fugitive of the Jadoo. Of course, closer look at the Daleks. We have the standard drone, which is a very nice drone. Very reminiscent of the Power of the Daleks, SFX Dalek. I really like this Dalek. Apart from the midsection, of course, which is a problem with 3 of the Daleks in this wave, but at the same time, can't go wrong with having more Daleks. And it obviously has the additional smaller white ISO, which is nice, very nice indeed. And then obviously the lovely Chase Guard Dalek, which obviously was only available as the SFX Dalek and went out of stock very quickly, which is also reused from the Jungles of Mechanist prop. So yeah, very nice figures, both very nice figures to have. And then we had the Daleks Master Plan one with the lovely Flamethrower Dalek, as you saw a minute ago. And then the highlight of the set was definitely the Supreme Dalek for me. I really like it. I really like his colouring. I really wish the midsection was painted just so it was just a complete figure. It's definitely probably my favourite figure in the wave. But at the same time, I think if it had the midsection done, it probably would have shot up to being one of my favourite of all year. But yeah, lovely figure set nonetheless. And then another closer look at the TARDIS. Very nice indeed. And there's that cleaned up bottom, and there's the cleaned up bottom for you. B&M out here excelling themselves and giving B&M, Doctor Who fans what they want, and just giving us more lovely figures to add to our collections. And yeah, this is another welcomed wave. I do prefer the first wave, but at the same time, I do really like this wave. This wave really helps just add more depth and variety to the shelves, and I really like it. Personal favourite probably being the 2 Dalek Hit History sets. I really like them, and probably I really like the fam set. I do really like the fam set. That's going a soft spot for me, but also just all of this wave in general is really nice. But the Terror of the Zygons for Tom Baker, very nice addition as well. Very nice addition. And then finally, to finish off the wave, as Cinema reviewed before, we have the Winter wave from B&M, which was the Coal Hill Skull and the Witch's Familiar 2-pack. Both very great figures. Yeah, if you want to see my review, it's on the channel. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, this just a great wave. Just nice little 2-packs to end off the year, and yeah, both really nice. Personal highlight, definitely this set as a whole. Having Remembrance Ace and another Remembrance Dalek is very nice. But yeah, and it's nice to have the nice retweaks to this set, like the nice shiny new Davros and a new Peter Capaldi variant. Lovely. And yeah, just to get a good feel, it's just a nice mix up of every set put together. So obviously we have some of my personal favourites in here, and yeah, just a nice wave in general. Lot of variety, and just as you can tell, B&M have just absolutely spoiled us this year. Just look at that. Isn't that glorious? I think so. I do think so. Those are the waves as a whole, like the figures that we got, the different time frames and stuff like that. Brilliant, like I said, B&M character options. Character options have absolutely excelled this year. We've had so many. Like, hopefully, even next year we get even more. Like, could you imagine? Like, we get back to those days when it was like 2006, 2007. Just so much stuff. But yeah, probably my personal favourites of the year. Probably 5th place will either go to the fam set, like the Family of the Fam. I really like that soft spot for it, or the Terror of the Zygons set, because I really like that 4th Doctor and the Warrant Officer Benton. I really like the camo print on it. It's really nice. Probably 4th place probably go to the Coal Hill School. Really nice to have another Remembrance Dalek, and the Ace figure is a much better improvement over the previous one. 3rd place probably go to the TARDIS, the 2nd Doctor TARDIS, because it's just beautiful. It's got such a different paint job to it, to the fact that they've made it look black and white even in colour. I really like it, and I feel like it's going to go very well for people's black and white stop animations, which hopefully we see loads more of, because there's great people out there doing some great work. Looking at you, Ethan. You do some of the best shit on YouTube. Second place probably has to go to the Jungles of Mechanist Daleks, just because they are beautiful. They are gorgeous. They just look. The paint job is so brilliant. It just makes you feel like you actually own Dalek movie props in your hands, and it's just fantastic because obviously they are such. The films themselves were just so unique compared to the actual show itself. Yeah, it was Doctor Who, but yeah, it was so on its own, if that makes sense, you know. And it was just brilliant. Probably number one has to go to the Reconnaissance Dalek, just because just the play. It looks beautiful. It looks like it was in the show. I think the Reconnaissance Dalek prop is really cool, personally, and it's just the articulation is brilliant. The little Dalek mutant that comes with it is just fantastic. Just all of it in general is just a well thought out figure. It's got loads of playability to it. It looks great on your shelf, and I just hope to see more stuff from Series 11 and 12 figure wise. Personally, look at that. Just look at that. Just look at that. I love this. Just little muty boy. Just look at that. That's just. It's really well detailed as well. I just can't fault it. I just can't fault it at all. Like I say, outstanding job, character options. So that's been my overview of figures for 2020. Like I say, brilliant year. Cannot fault it. Just absolutely brilliant. Character options excelled themselves. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, I must say. Got another video coming up going over just my Doctor Who releases in general over 2020. I've recorded and started editing that as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, because it's just been so fun to make. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Tell me in the comments if you've watched this video. Tell me in the comments what your favourite figure was release of the year. It'd be nice to know. Got an Instagram page, Figure and Tings. Link that in the description as well. If you want to come over and follow. Don't really post much. Trying to post more in here than I do on there. But there's some other figure stuff that I do on there. Figures that I got throughout 2020 that won these official release. Like when I say official releases, the releases that came out this year. There's some good stuff on there. Well, I'd say it was. Nah, it's rubbish. But if you're interested, I'm interested. Yeah. So thanks for watching this video. If you've sat to the end, like and subscribe and all that, and just have a good day. Really. Peace out.